So today I want to talk about the dual aspect of the mind. Through my own meditation practice, I have discovered that there are two very distinct aspects to the mind. The first aspect of mind is called the observer. It's that pure conscious awareness that you are, the real you, the being that looks through your eyes and hears through your ears. I like to refer to that part of ourselves as our higher self or true self. When you are connected with that part of you, you are living from your heart. The second aspect of mind is called the storyteller. It's the internal dialogue that describes and creates a story about what you see through your eyes or hear through your ears. The storyteller, which I also like to call the babbler, never seems to want to shut up. It is constantly judging, criticizing, complaining, creating strife in our mental worlds. This aspect of mind is based in fear. That little voice in the head that tells you that you aren't good enough or smart enough or that your boss is mean, that is the storyteller. A danger to listening to the storyteller is that we actually believe it. We believe that it tells us the truth, which it doesn't. The storyteller overrides our internal senses, our intuition, and dominates our lives, constantly putting us in this state of striving, competing, and feeling incomplete. The storyteller tells us that to be happy, we need some external thing or some person in our lives. This loud voice begins to drown out the actual voice of our being, our soul, our heart, which knows we are already complete and whole, and we can simply allow our lives to unfold and be perfectly happy by choosing, not by getting something. Remember that all fear, all anxiety, all jealousy, and other thoughts and feelings of being separate and alone come from the mind, not from the heart. You cannot express love from your head, only from your heart. Most of us have become completely lost in the story of our minds, actually believing that if we just had more money or a different relationship or even a different world leader, our lives would be better. And this is a complete fallacy. It's time to stop believing the voice in our heads and reconnect with our higher selves, to connect with our heart. Our hearts know that if we want more love in our lives, we simply need to give more love. Now, I don't want to harsh too much on the storyteller. It actually does have a purpose, and its job is to help us survive. But we've allowed it to completely take over and drown out the other voice in our head, the voice of the heart. I like Pema Chodron's example of the ego, or the storyteller. And it's that voice says, go ahead and eat that piece of chocolate cake. You deserve it. You've been eating really well lately. And then once you eat the cake, that voice comes back and says, what were you thinking? I can't believe you ate that cake. You're already overweight and you're supposed to be watching your sugar intake. What a loser. So in conclusion, spend some time during meditation or just your day-to-day lives and notice that voice of the storyteller. When you become mindful of the voice, drop down into your heart and begin to feel your true self and connect with that larger aspect of you that knows you are an amazing aspect of the divine, made in the image of the divine. And if possible, take just a moment to reconnect with that deeper part of you that so much wants to express itself through you. I hope this message resonates with you, and I want to thank you for listening.